early. Sometimes it's good to be early. But our show starts at a specific time. You should remember that. Let's get started then, shall we?
Dillon, I don't give a what you think about a co-host and freshen up my show.
It might not be flashy, but sometimes you just got to toss another person to make a statement.
My show's about the people's podcast. Everyone has a voice. I don't need a co-host. Go listen to one of the other 5,000 shows with a co-host because they don't have a mouth like the big guy.
Opie, are you a career killer with Tim Sabian, yourself, and many others?
Be myself. Never had real issues with those people. They just understood that I was a different bird. The rest of them, though, I'm like, oh, shut up. I'm paying your salary because the ratings are so good, so shut up.
Right?
Live from
Somewhere.
it's
Dillon.
Hello, and welcome to another co-host audition. I am your co-host, Dillon, from the Dillon from Somewhere channel. That was a little unwieldy, that wording. I'll work on that. Today, our host is Bubba the Love Sponge. I was once a big fan of Bubba. His days on Sirius XM, where he was Howard's afternoon guy, and I put no effort into my shirt. I've got another black shirt on because Bubba wears black and he doesn't really give a fuck nowadays. Well, he seems to at times. The big show that Bubba had in place at Sirius XM does not exist anymore. The guys, Spice Boy was actually the downfall. He was one of Bubba's guys. He was the one that stole the Hulk Hogan tape and leaked the Hulk Hogan tape. Spice Boy was. 25 Cent is gone. Brent Hatley, who knows where he is. Last he was seen, he was doing his wife on OnlyFans, and now he's getting out of the public eye. And Manson, a.k.a. Ned, they tried to make people believe Manson and Ned were two different people, and they had me going for a little while. Nice little gag they had going there. But Manson was a big loss to the Bubba show, but he is still going on. I believe he got kicked off of AM radio somewhat recently, and now he's just got his Bubba Radio podcast with his cast of 3 others. This will be the first time I'm doing this show, not just one-on-one, but usually there are 3 others. There is one of them missing, so I'll just slide myself into that slot. And I actually put this together beforehand. This is the lady on the show. I didn't catch her name. It's Bubba, Lumix, and 2 others. This lady, look at her microphone. Her microphone has an indentation on it from where she has just been leaning on it and been falling asleep on the mic. Initially, I was just going to have this video go in fast motion, but I ended up seeing how much she contributed. I did slow it down. This is at 4 times speed, watching her just fall asleep on her microphone and everything that she had to contribute. This is from this episode. I was previewing it, and I was just aghast at what I was seeing. So here it is, 4 times speed, everyone else, and we will get to hear everything she said in regular motion. Falling asleep.
That's Crowder.
Yeah, Crowder.
I think so.
maybe. I don't know that
get
anybody
a mug in like extra episodes and stuff.
right.
like
That's
that.
it, though.
Yeah,
It's
it's
not,
poking her mic.
it's not
Why is her
near
nose
the
so far in it?
commitment of what.
Look at this warp. She warped her mic and just leaning on it.
Unless
Wow.
unless
Mm-hmm.
manufacturers.
Don't fix what's not broken. He does a great job.
I mean,
What?
What if we did time?
And
What,
black
Goober lips?
Sharpie and
my God.
Bubba,
He's spray
what's wrong with you?
Black Sharpie and like is her biggest contribution.
Yeah, that's
Do you ever
that's no
think
bueno.
before
I
you
did-
speak?
Not on that one. I did it.
Jumping ahead, same thing. Just
You're
all
Some perks.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like
I feel like they're patronizing me.
I feel like
Well,
Oh,
thank you for
someone's
Can you just
drawing
show me?
cartoons.
Can you
I
just show me?
can't
Can you
believe
just show
it.
me the machine and better?
That's
Anna, do you feel better?
So much better.
I feel better.
Instead of watching your
I mean, I
jobber
just put that. I
scribbles.
just put that machine right there in the middle.
So that was about 7 minutes condensed into a minute and a half. I think I talked over her, oh, Bubba, you guys moment. That might go on the board. G-Rob is wondering, what was the Hulk Hogan tape? The Hulk Hogan sex tape. Hulk Hogan had sex with Bubba's wife. Bubba had a security camera in his bedroom. Hogan was unaware of this security camera. It got leaked by Spice Boy, one of the workers that Bubba definitely wasn't paying enough, and Bubba pisses off everyone he works with. So in a vindictive fashion, Spice Boy located this security tape that Bubba had locked away of Hulk Hogan fucking Bubba's wife, and then that got out there. The Hulk Hogan ended up winning a big lawsuit over that. What was it, Gawker, I believe, that released the tape, and Hulk Hogan had someone backing him in that tape against Gawker, and Hogan not a big fan of his daughter dating the Blackfellows, as we found out in that tape when she was attempting a music career. She was dating all types of fellows, and Hulk Hogan wasn't a big fan of her dating the Blackfellows, who, yeah, that kind of ruined his reputation for a while. When he came back, they actually had Titus O'Neil introduce him, a very kind of Terry Crews-esque looking, very tall, but yeah, trying to get that rub off of a black guy to be like, hey, we're cool. He said those things about his daughter on a tape that he thought he was just banging his best friend's wife, but he was banging his best friend's wife on security camera, and Bubba kept it, and one of his staff members stole it, leaked it to Gawker. And oh yes, that's right. I made up a new. There we go. I'm fitting right in to that fourth slot there. We'll get rid of that banner across the top so we can see our host Bubba, Lummox, and Board Woman. I didn't catch her name. Oh shit! Look. Do I have to mirror myself so I'm not looking off into the distance? Fuck it. Yeah, I should have put on a shirt with a label on it. Do I still have my sexy clown circus? There we are. Just like with Donkey Lips, we have our prototype shirt that we are wearing since they're wearing their own merch. Is that a Bubba shirt? Well, take it away, Bubba. We've been babbling on for 8 minutes now. You're the host. What do you have to say?
For the trash.
I'm just telling you.
What's
See,
that,
even Scout knows.
My
Don't
dog
mess
likes it.
with Big Papa's notepad.
Well, she knows Macho Man is the food man.
Oh.
She likes Macho Man a lot.
Really?
Well, that
You know
wasn't
what?
thought
Correct.
through.
She
I
likes me.
taped
I
my
mean,
hair
I
to
know
my
you're always
shirt.
negative and you hate me deep down. I know you do, even though I've saved your career twice.
How's that for ASMR?
But I'm just
Hair
telling
on
you, like,
tape.
you got to admit,
Motherfucker.
she comes right to me and she lets me hold her and she gives me kisses too.
Yeah, she loves you.
Yeah, I mean, like, for real. Just don't even patronize me by saying, I have to say that my dog likes my boss because my boss is a narcissistic son of a bitch. And if I don't say the truth, but the dead balls truth is that dog likes me. He does.
And I do feel it's proper, as much as Bubba has fallen from grace, that I'm just lazily wearing the same shirt that I did. He seems to be not as full of piss and vinegar as he once was.
I'm sorry. I should get
Mr. the
I
Love
should get the
Get the
dog.
pronouns
I should
right.
get the dog's gender correctly.
We've got a lot to choose from.
I
We
want to
could stick around here for a while. This went for
make him
4
a little
hours.
He's my little buddy.
Yeah, but it's a she.
I know it's a girl, but honest to God, Rhett, I think she likes me. Now she doesn't like some people. She doesn't like Jay for some reason.
No.
But
Is that who's usually
she
in this
loves
slot?
me. When I'm in the kitchen, she
Is it
comes
Jay
rolling
that I'm
up to my little
replacing?
feet. Everything. She lets me pick her up. You never hear her squealing when I nothing. That dog likes me. That being said, Macho
Yeah, at
Man,
one point,
even
Bubba and Hulk
Scout,
Hogan
the wiener
were
dog, knows
like best
that
buddies,
I'm
and Hulk Hogan was coming by
I'm a very-
Bubba's radio
I'm a very
show to
regimented
bitch about
person
his divorce
when it
very
comes to being
publicly,
on the air.
as he shouldn't have
I have
done.
to have
Bubba, as a
things a
friend, should
certain
not have let
way.
him done that.
probably
yeah,
more so
Hogan
than-
legit considered Bubba the Love Sponge his best friend at one point, and would come in and bitch about his wife fucking 19-year-olds and throwing underage parties. Nothing ever happened to ooh, that's a nice face by our full of energy lady there. Take it away, Bubba. We'll get back to you and allowing your friend Hulk Hogan. Let's do it stuttering John style. Your friend Hulk Hogan, who was really just you were using him. Like in your poor Bubba brain, you thought you were being his friend maybe when you allowed him to do all these detrimental things to his career.
Anna, would that be in like my little what I was just saying before we went on the air?
Yeah.
Would that be too much?
The mic isn't in my face enough.
A problem if I said exactly what I said?
I don't think so.
I'm gonna
What I'm
broadcast like
saying
she
is,
does.
like, we were
Might
watching
have to change
TV.
my
By the way, it's
levels.
the Bubba the Love Sponge show. And we're kind of down this Jacob Chansley rabbit hole right now. Jacob was on our show.
I'm
yesterday.
unfamiliar
He's
with
the guy
Jacob Chansley.
that
Is that a
was
locale?
sentenced to
Should I look
41
into him?
months for the January 6th insurgents,
He was better known as the QAnon shaman.
and still is.
Oh boy,
And he never
I've
really
got a tough
promoted
episode ahead of
himself as
myself today, don't I?
my past reputation. I think I'm officially blackballed, in radio, and it's
Yep.
it's sickening because if we were syndicated in LA
Nope.
or New York
Nope.
or Chicago,
Maybe in
or,
2008.
something
2008 was a good time to be
large
syndicated for you,
cities on
Bubba.
huge signals. I think
You
that
lost Manson.
how fresh and non-woke and in your face that we are that our show is.
Oop.
When Dan's in here and when Brian's in here, we have a whole
Doubling up.
different, our show has such a different dynamic that I think that we would absolutely, it would much like be when Howard started infiltrating into these markets and it was the next big thing. I think we could actually revitalize morning radio because there would be a mass exodus. To
Hey,
all this
McFloyd,
woke,
number
pussified
2.
stuff that they put on the air now. Literally take,
His comment.
Chicago and New York and
to back it up.
take it by storm just because we're so
Thanks for joining.
refreshingly different than what's offered by today's. But would
A
you
lot
not
to
agree
say
we're
today.
blackballed?
Getting further
Otherwise,
down the
because
rabbit
we
hole
would
with a
be on, this
of.
show is good enough to be on any show in America. So since it's not, we're blackballed.
Oh wow, lot to say. Shot out of a cannon, McFloyd too is today.
And that's what happened.
And I do thank you for having so much to say. I'll return to those in a few minutes. I'll get on Bubba and then return to those incoming chats by McFloyd. Let's see, we are in the middle of your 1043 chats.
Everything's so homogenized and pasteurized and produced.
We'll end with the and we'll pick back up on your next one in a few minutes.
It's just regular radio.
Thanks for chatting. Chatting helps. Commenting helps.
It really is.
And since we're just avoiding Bubba, why not? Oh, it still says donkey lips. I need to change that each time. Still segment.
Start calling you
Like,
radio
subscribe, chat, comment, hit that notification bell, tell other people, throw up a road flare with my name in it.
Like, Anna, there was a couple years
That seems
ago
inefficient.
where
There's only a few people who that would hit.
Asked Brian, we start, and I was looking at our YouTube
I've got to change that each morning.
We were doing like we still to this
day. I've been
do
changing it mid-show
really
each
large
time.
amounts
I don't even care that I'm not looking at them anymore. I'm as interested as she is looking away from the show.
So
these are a fun bunch.
So there's a lot of people from Australia that watch our YouTube stuff. And so
Why are
I
we at
had
normal
Brian
speed?
reach out to the rock stations in the larger cities of Australia. Now there's that one
now
show in
Bubba's trying to get in
that's like
on
the Ryan
Australian rock
Seacrest.
station.
You got some guy about my age with some kind of used to be kind of hot bitch that's Mike's encrusted. The Jack, I don't know what the hell they're named, but they're like the biggest stars in all of Australia. And they do the top 40 morning show.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
On Kiss FM or
I've got
something like that.
to
They got their own
have my
TV
video
show,
clips ready.
and like they're the.
I'm
they're
already
the
doing the Harry
big
Shearer.
swinging
Let's have
Ds.
Harry Shearer
They get
do
all
the Harry Shearer.
celebrities, but it's just like it's like Charlemagne the God, Bobby Bones,
get it.
homogenized. They can.
Work
I
is
guess the
hard.
rules over there is a little bit lenient where you can cuss and things like that over the regular radio. So I actually got a hold of the rock station. I had Brian
They're
Petroni
getting closer
send
over
like
there.
a
All right.
kind of an agent, legal looking letter saying, "Hey,
Still
are
going.
you tired of getting your ass kicked by something that is so by that team, whatever the team is?" Lummy, you might be able to
I'm trying
find
to find it right now.
Yeah. Are you tired of getting your ass kicked? Why don't you pipe in this
I'm
American?
happy I'm doing Bubba
and-
today
and-
because I was running late as shit, and I had I forgot to put on a proper shirt. I just threw one on in the morning, and it does work out very well for Bubba, being that it's just a black shirt, and it's a repeat of yesterday now. Since he's wearing Bubba merch, I'm wearing my Sexy Clown Circus prototype shirt. That doesn't help. This helps.
And
Turn
watch
it back on.
how he completely just resurrects the mentality of morning radio in Sydney or whatever the hell. They actually were
the Kyle and Jackie O show.
Yes. Send me a clip of that so I can show Anna what now Anna, the Kyle and Jackie O show, these people here in Australia, they're
Floyd
like
2 was being a
rock
spammer.
stars.
He did stop by our gameplay stream and wasn't spamming. So I'll play along as long as this doesn't go on every single day.
Taylor Swift and Bradley
Back to
Cooper.
those.
I mean, like they're bona fide because they're syndicated out all throughout Australia. So they're in every city in Australia, and it's well produced. It looks good.
Sent you the YouTube.
And you did?
Yep.
All right. And these people, like these people are huge stars.
No, do not play copywritten music. Copywritten. Now I'm saying it wrong.
For one on a lot
Thank
of
you,
things.
John, for ruining how I say
are number
copyright
one
and
on-
copyrighted.
The world evolves around the United States of America when it comes to what's cool entertainment wise.
When I
From
make big
music
inhales like
to
that. Bad.
to radio for that matter.
Yeah, you can
And
find
so-
a McDonald's pretty much in every country on the planet.
So, man, I'm just saying.
Oh,
if
did we?
some
No, we didn't pull the
Australian
McDonald's
station
sexy
and you
clown
guys are
today.
used to the
We could
Jackie
pull that
O,
up now.
Whatever hell, Jackie O show.
McDonald's sexy clown also had music in the background, so I'll have to, when I do pull that, I'll have to be aware of it and mute the McDonald's sexy clown.
Acting like a bunch of better than you golden microphones and so much swagger on it that you're going to throw a coffee mug through the flat screen when the average guy would get fired. I would never.
I
Anna, you would
used to
never see
really
me.
like this guy.
When I know,
But it's who you surround yourself with.
She was broken.
that's a great point.
You surround yourself with the stunt boy. The only one that's remaining is Lummy. I'm sure you've put him through a wood chipper, maybe literally a doled out wood chipper that gave him thousands of cuts. That sounds like something the Bubba Show would do. And
yeah,
the last person
this
that
is
had a
who's
full-blown
left.
meltdown in her and
Bubba definitely ran everyone off.
Same guy who left the water hose.
I'll have to look up a 25 cent. And Bubba, very Vince McMahon of him, did not call the other people on his show by their names. He came up with a name and then he owned that name. So 25 cent is not 25 cent anywhere else. He can't legally call himself that. I believe the same with Spice Boy Manson. I think that's his last name. I heard him do an interview under the name Manson, and he is a great phony phone caller. His actually he did bits too. His Sesame Street bit about them getting high that went viral beyond the show in the early 05 something. I had some buddies that actually introduced it to me. I didn't realize it was Manson.
Yesterday and probably cost me
The
$200
word of
of
the
water.
day. The letter of the day is
Bubba Clem's
joint. That's not a letter.
Bubba Clem. Did I smash a computer? Did I throw a mug through a flat screen? Did I leave the hose on? No, I don't. I'm just So that guy, that was a strategic thing. He wanted to show how big of a sling and that's like Bubba 98 Rock. When I smashed the telephone in front of the engineer and asked him what he was going to do about it. I just started on 98 Rock, Anna, and the engineer was a holdover from CityCasters, and J-Core/Clear Channel had just bought 98 Rock. So you've never even been a part of that, where they bring the new regime in. Like it's a new administration almost, and the only guy the only people that stayed were the salesperson and the general manager.
Baltimore.
But from programming on down,
98 Rock Tampa. 98 Rock Baltimore is actually 97.9. They round up to 98.
And the engineer. But from programming on down, and programming is what runs the building, at least the vibe of the building.
Jump again to when they get back from their break. I believe they already had one break. And
breaking on another vacation because he's in Costa Rica.
Oh, and that's right. He keeps the mic hot. I don't think I was just playing music. Please no strikey me channel. That may have to be muted. But anyways, he leaves the mic hot. Alex Stein recently did a Bubba appearance, and they got some stuff off of him on the hot mic during the commercial break that they exploited, and they never let him know that the mics were hot.
Oh, way to go!
That's just something Bubba does, very much like he has a security camera in his bedroom and has his best friend come over and fuck his wife.
I don't even think anybody's hearing.
And we don't know how open that relationship was. We didn't hear any Jim Florentine, Bob Levy stories of pulling trains and stuff of that nature. But Hogan got it. I imagine that was more trading going around. Gotta catch all the wives in the neighborhood.
Goddamn post-it notes.
Oh, man, I feel like.
Oh, look at Bubba, full of energy.
I don't even know.
You've got
talking.
your show isn't even halfway over, buddy.
Probably go. I think you could probably go to, Bubba. You could go to the affiliates, Lummy. Like maybe go to AM 820 on their.
Oh,
on
AM
TuneIn.
820. This is a recent show. I take that back. Bubba is on AM radio. Congratulations, Mr. Love Sponge, for still having one AM radio affiliate in 2023. Hooray.
And see what they're playing, and then that
Go
will give us a
team,
better
go.
idea of what we're doing. If we're still live on there, then we're good. We'll continue on. But I think I just fired the commercials like an idiot. Hey, I make mistakes. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm sorry. Yeah, Lummy. It's counting it down on the clock. Lummy,
Yeah, I'm waiting for the commercial to get done on 820.
Oh, you mean you're waiting for the?
Oh, they're in the commercial on
the pre-roll
AM
ad that we
radio.
Make nothing for.
So
Correct.
let's jump
Yes,
ahead
sir.
since Bubba's just waiting around for the commercial on AM radio to be over. And we're sitting here with this podcast. Let's jump ahead to when it's over and the show
But it
actually
reset itself
begins
again. But then we talked to Big Woody, and Big Woody said he's had 3 days with a little less work on his plate, so he's going to
Big
be
Woody.
definitely working on
Lasker. Lasker was another of the cast of characters. He was a weird dude.
I understand, but can you see how
I actually
frustrating it is?
subscribed to the Bubba Army TV for a bit. They had a online streaming, and they had when they had Richard Christie and Sal Governale come down for the wedding, they had some fun bits there. I wish I would have went to the Bubba Palooza in Jersey. That sounded like a hell of an event, and Artie popped in and did a lot of time. I never got to see Artie Lang do stand up live.
The show to sound. One of the reasons why I wanted to get all these is to freshen up the show, but you can't freshen up the show.
Oh, here we go.
We're back on for real.
And we're at break again. I guess they're coming back from AM. Wow,
where
those
you
AM radio stations must have long commercial breaks.
make your money from. Hey, I make 20,000. When I make 20,000, Kevin Costner makes 20 million. So that's the difference, okay? But Kevin Costner used to be a silver screen actor only. That's all Kevin Costner. I don't know that Kevin Costner.
He's very much like Walter White. He is taking different attributes of the people he killed. He is now taking the attributes of the pig that he killed on air.
Ever did TV. I don't know if Kevin Costner, he was just for the longest time on it, you were either an actor on the silver screen, which was the highest level of stardom, or you were an actor on TV. But those were the two categories.
Don't forget about vaudeville.
On Broadway or something
Vaudeville
like that.
was still a thing for a bit.
Broadway, or you were a cable / regular broad. Now, see, within
Broadway, Manway, Transway,
the TV world, then you were either a cable guy or you were a Fox.
Get her done.
BC, CB, like a big network guy. Like even that world was subsect. And then there were the most elite actors of all, and only the elite actors, and elite.
Elite. Elite
actors, for the most part, the mindset used to be they scoffed.
This is a
TV.
CM Punk
TV
house,
was the redheaded stepchild. TV was, you know what, my silver screen career isn't quite working out. I'm going to have to go to TV. But
yeah, that was a big thing for a while of the having to really be looked at as less of as a TV actor, and now it's pretty much synonymous.
For the longest, the Julia
Drawn
Roberts,
nationally.
The people that we grew up with that were big time,
I guess it's still the movie stars are still a little bit more of a higher cred than television stars, but yeah, that was seen as a huge step down for decades.
The moonlighting thing, but for
not
the most
seen
part,
as a
you were
small
either
step down.
A silver screen, upper echelon, level A, TV is beneath you, or you're a TV guy, or you're a Broadway. Well, Kevin Costner used to be that A-list silver
Cable
screen,
guy gets her done. What would a
movies
TV guy
only,
get her?
Right? I don't know that Kevin Costner ever did a television
Get her
series.
bunny ears.
I think you're correct.
Right.
I
So
didn't see it.
television, like he was
1980s
a big
cable
swinging.
guy,
Well,
TV
now look
guy.
at Kevin Costner. Kevin Costner
Get her an
makes the
antenna
majority of
on the
it through
roof.
Peacock, the Peacock network, Lummy, is not part of cable. It's not part of getting it over the air for free. TV.
And as we discussed on the Donkey Lips episode yesterday, that things streaming on Peacock, they pay their staff like fucking garbage, rather than if it were to stream on NBC proper, where they are getting at least a living wage. And this goes for everyone, actors, grips.
It's strictly streaming.
all
is it not?
across the board.
Yeah, for the most part, yeah.
Those
All right, so now
streaming
Kevin Costner-
shows that stream on Peacock, they are paying their staff like fucking garbage versus paying them at least something. And, you know, if it weren't Los Angeles, that something would be significant. But since it's Los Angeles, it's
went from
getting by
making
money.
all of his money on the silvers. Now he's in the streaming world. Guess what world we're in? We're in radio. We're not in the actor world. What? Streaming. There you go. The little girl in the third row, the cute little pigtail.
Give her points.
Won't get laid until she's 30.
I'm in third grade.
Drink.
I know.
She
Can you imagine?
kind of added
If
something.
you were like when you were starting to become
A woman.
like, you know, maybe
Oh, so gross.
seventh or eighth grade,
Yeah.
and your loins start kicking in, and you're like, I want a boyfriend, and I want to make out, and I want to, like, you know, get Cheetos fingers, and, you know, I was like, I want to do that. All the cool girls, all the hot cheerleader girls, they're doing that. I wanna
Cheetos
do
fingers,
that,
huh?
but you couldn't.
No.
And you waited,
I
and you
heard
waited,
fingering
and you
called
waited
Cheetos
till, like, I don't know,
fingers
almost, what,
before.
25?
27 is
You
when I had my
waited
first.
till you were
Oh,
27.
wait, lose my virginity or get a boyfriend?
Lose your virginity.
Oh, 23.
Which is
Yeah.
really late in life.
Yep.
And if you would have known
Sure
that,
is.
what if you would have known that in high school? Think about
Yeah,
how depressed
that's
you would
about
be. Because
proper.
you're probably in high school
And,
thinking,
and
"I'll
of
get laid when
course,
I'm like my senior year."
what was it? The George Carlin bit. When you die, you get everything back that you lost, except your virginity, because you were in such a fucking hurry to get rid of it in the first place.
Steph
To
was
lose
not
it in
on
the
my
first
brain.
place.
I was just like, it'd be cool if I could hold a guy's hand. That's
Get rid
where
of
I
it
was.
doesn't
Right.
work with
So
the
anyway, I don't know what I
wordplay
was
of
saying earlier. But,
losing.
I made a mistake. Yes, I'm a radio god. Yes, I'm all that, and then some, and been able to make the transition from radio over to streaming. And I'm just so proud of the Bubba Army, the John Costica.
Well, you're still on AM,
Creamsicles,
so
the
good
Bubba
for
Lights, the people
you.
that keep us on the air. You know, the
AM
loyalty.
radio
I'm so
and
very
live
thankful for
streaming
the people that
on
actually fund
YouTube.
the
That's
show. The show is funded
a
by
unique
the
niche
people.
you've got.
Yes.
It really is. And
Or the
even
people by the people.
yes, I mean, really, truly. And if you can't,
Let's go back to our
financially support
spammer.
Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, listen, that may
He
not be your gig,
said,
but you can go to YouTube and you can sign up and get a notification, and that's free. It costs you nothing. You can do it from your phone.
Free.
And then just signing up and just subscribing to my YouTube channel, watching our videos, that puts money in our pocket if enough people do it.
Yeah.
So again,
You-
we're
you-
super lovers, and thank you so very much to the great people that fund the show. I mean, God, nobody's doing it this way, and we are, and I'm so proud. I'm so proud. Thank you very much. Anna, I mean, Lummy, can you do me a favor? On one of your 5,000 favors?
That way I could say
You know what,
that
if you do this favor
was.
for me, I will forgive the big mistake that you made yesterday. You know, it's tough being
We'll
the
return
host
to that one.
and having to be the
That's,
principal
that's
and
his last one.
disciplinarian too. It's tough.
We'll return to that one
I mean,
later.
usually in big corporate America, the boss, if you're doing something bad, they can send you down to HR. Then HR deals with you. Then the boss doesn't have to feel so bad about it, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Like, you know, Lummy, if we're working for
Let's
this big,
sleep again.
Oh, no, that's fine.
Bubba, I'm mostly just
Bubba,
talking
I'm getting
over
down this
you.
rabbit hole. Maybe I shouldn't get it
I'm
down there
talking
with you.
with
Maybe I
you.
should ask you what you wanted.
What
Say
happened?
goodbye to you. Thank you for your service because you're one of the best ever. And then Lummy, I explained my meltdown yesterday. I think that would be a better thing. I don't think I'm going to get anything with Bubba Light. He's just going to keep telling me what I want to hear.
Great, Bubba, no problem.
I could literally be like, you know what? I'm done with radio. It sucks. I'm never going to do another show ever. Super Fat Bubba Light would think, oh yeah, sure, that's no problem. Yeah,
That's
I'm
fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
never going to be another show.
About the energy deal.
Iggy would go kill him, saying, listen, you could have saved the show. You could have told Bubba. You could have not agreed with Bubba just one time and said, no, Bubba, that's a bad idea. We want you to keep doing a show.
Oh, Brent Hatley told you a lot of things you were doing were a bad idea. He was your producer. You took some of his advice, and
Let me, you be Super Fat Bubba Light.
he's on OnlyFans.
Hey, Super Fat
His
Bubba Light,
wife.
let me.
Is he off OnlyFans? Is he trying to lead both a private life and fuck his wife on OnlyFans, or is he only trying to do one of those? Seems contradictory to be a private citizen and fucking your wife on OnlyFans.
Ever going to do radio. This is my last show ever.
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah.
if you're a fan or anything like that, like, I'm done. I quit.
Okay, Bubba, that's great, man. That's awesome. Great. Cool.
Yeah.
What about you, Michael McKeon? What do you think of Brent Hatley both being a private citizen and fucking his wife publicly on OnlyFans?
What a sick joke.
He's not a fan. He doesn't like
Yeah,
Caitlyn.
yeah, no problem.
Some people are into Caitlyn.
Come on, Bubba Light.
Caitlyn
Super
Hatley.
Fat. What were you calling about today?
Well, I'll say if you're quitting regular radio, you can do the uncensored would be better anyway.
Yeah,
He's even talking into it more.
But Super Fat. I just got a love for regular radio, and I still like being on.
Lily Tomlin, what do you think?
You know what the fuck is going on? Period. Fuck you.
No, I keep zoning out. I'm
the
not
regular radio. I
listening.
still like.
Maybe I should have played
deep down,
Wayne.
I'm an old radio guy, so I'll probably stick around in radio as long as I can. So okay, no problem.
Perfect.
I literally could have answered. So
A
Bubba Light, I feel like
singular
I'm building
AM
this new machine that I
station
go to the
when
moon
you,
on.
when you
I don't-
used to be syndicated, when you used to be on Sirius XM, and really that was Sirius XM's fault for not grooming their new talent. Bubba the Love Sponge was very popular on Howard 101 afternoons, and he did deserve a raise. Maybe they had some foresight. Maybe they had a crystal ball to see there is going to be some things in the near future this guy's involved with that we don't want our name on. We don't want to get any on us. So it was the right move in hindsight. But that first contract negotiation, I think it was bullshit that they didn't give Bubba any more money because he was doing solid on afternoons on Sirius. Then he got on Tampa again. I think he might have been syndicated a few places. And then, oh boy, he did some shit.
You know, I'm building it all by myself, and so I'm gonna try to do a radio show from the moon. It's gonna take about 6 months to set up, but by October 1st or so, I'm gonna be gone because I'm gonna be on the moon doing moon radio. Okay.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, I love the problem. Yeah, no problem. Hey, problem.
How's that vacuum doing? Yeah.
By the way, that
I love
vacuum.
it. I use
By
it
the way,
yesterday.
I gotta tell you something.
God
Super
bless.
Fat Like out of all the presents that you and anybody that's ever sent me, that super badass $1,100 Dyson that you got me is the absolute bomb. It's my most favorite gift. One of my most favorite gifts ever.
We already played
God, I
Harry
love
Shearer's. Do I need to play it again?
No problem.
Don't make me
All
tap
right,
the
Super Fat, I
uh-huhs,
gotta go,
Bubba.
okay?
Is that what he's called?
Why were you calling? Because you got me sideways.
Lumix hasn't said much either.
Super Fat Bubba. Like,
I probably could have done that same compilation, that same compilation of her saying nothing. Fucking look at her. She's curling up next to her mic pillow. Like that. It really entertains me that is permanently warped in a downward position because of her big old nose and cheek resting on it throughout the show. And then we've got Lumix's mic that's bright green, the cover. It looks like the headphones of Patrick Michael.
Let me write down Super
Did you
Fat
get
Bubba
that
like
from
1 and
Five
Bubba minus
Below?
0 first. He's completely spun me out. What do you want, buddy?
Those two things. Hey, the guy that interviewed the Shum, I can't remember his name.
Him like
Talk to him. Could you ask him if he thinks there's a conspiracy about the guard that shot the woman? If the media,
this caller isn't catching me.
Did you take some dumb pills today?
Is that one of Ryback's regular callers? The ones that I just skip right on through?
Give that bitch a +1 for kind of facing me up a little bit, making me look stupid.
You're laughing.
But that's how I roll, man. You roll up on me, I'll give you one. You got me, bitch. I bet you got me a little. And it was just
it's like National Lampoon's dog. We've got to put a mirror under its face to see if it's still breathing. National Lampoon's? Oh no, that was Moving with Richard Pryor. The dog just did nothing all movie. Are we taking the dog with us? Yep, it's breathing. Let's take the dog with us.
Fleeting and whispering and just condescending. Damn, the bitch knows how to work. God love her. Hello, who's this?
Hey, it's Kim.
Hello,
Drunk Kim?
Are you on a scooter as we speak?
What? Drunk
Yes,
Kim?
it is.
Drunk Kim.
Okay, we have got a regular caller here, and there's always regular callers. We had Diane Ordelani, the Lady Di. We have lots from Howard Stern. There was a Bobo on both Howard Stern and Opie and Anthony that were different Bobos. I'm a bigger fan of Opie and Anthony's Bobo. I will say it. I won't say
it. Call me with a bunch of nonsense. Okay,
all right, Drunk Kim,
go.
Running
late on the topics I need to talk about.
No.
I may just
I'm giving out 10. I'm giving out 10 keychains for you. Give out 10 keychains.
Well, where am I going to pick these keychains up at?
No, I'm gonna we will mail them out. Rainbow Engraving will mail them out. You pick who you want.
No, listen.
That's just what Bubba wants to worry about.
Rainbow, Kim, I gotta go. Okay,
Bye.
Don't call me up and say that you need me to throw out the next 10 people to go to Rainbow and stop. I know what you're doing. Okay, so stop using my show to try to sling some stupid ass trinkets. I sling my own trinkets, right?
Yeah,
we got our own trinkets. Don't call me up. Try to and don't be using my logo for.
We got our own merch department.
Rick, listen, you and Rick broke up, and Rick and I have a good relationship. I don't know what the hell.
Bubba, actually, I do get on a lot of people about merch, and Bubba definitely did it he was doing it before the days of like T Public and all those. So he was buying 1,000, 10,000 shirts, hoodies at a time, and I don't know if that's the way to go anymore, Bubba. You're one of the few, I might say, back on down to T Public, to Teespring. It's not looking good to sell 10,000 of these.
What the hell you're doing? But I don't know. I don't just like stop. I don't even know you work for Rainbow Engraving anymore. I heard that was just Rick's. Just stop. If people want Pub Army keychains, I'll make them and I'll sell them. Not the first 10 need to go to range. Stop. Get the hell out of here. What do you think this is? Radio? Get the hell out of here. Sorry, a little too stiff.
No. We would like to get some radio calls. Thank you for reminding us of a much better radio program, Bubba the Love Sponge. How fascinating it is talking about keychains. I don't think the ones you make yourself are going to be of a good quality. So let's just not make those, Bubba.
Bubba being Bubba.
What do you have
Yeah,
to
I
sell
got
on
Bubba,
radio
car
today?
Gimmicks going on. Why do people want things going
Okay,
on?
you can make those yourself.
I'm going to be slinging air fresheners here soon. When my blankets and my beach towels come in, Kim, you think I can get involved in your stupid ass keychains? Get the hell out of here, Kim.
Some air fresheners.
Jesus God Almighty.
Telling us.
Kim,
I'm trying to start
it's
this
Kim
new
and
segment. I wanna
Lummy.
close that out top of the hour and then
Kim,
come back
Lummy,
with bam,
and
the Tesla
whoever the
Tower
fuck
with
supposed
the
to be in this
clean
square
energy deal.
regularly.
I want to and get into the Jacob Chansley stuff. I wanted to get into that. I wanted to talk about how I had lost it yesterday, and today's after show will be on Twitch. It's my understanding, and I don't. I think Rhett would be able to maybe correct me, but I think
Doing
we're able
two
to figure
different
it out.
shows, though. I'm not even participating in your show. Like the way some of these go is that like I'm actually reacting and participating. Like I'm doing anything but participating with
And
this
we do have
Bubba
the-
show.
We could be live on Twitch if we wanted to be.
I think so.
Perfect.
I think it's a that's a Lummy Macho question.
All right. Well, let's go for this.
I'm gonna go back there.
Hold on.
Let's-
Shut up.
Oh, he's gonna come back here and beat my ass. Apparently, he
Shut
doesn't seem happy.
Who's beating whose ass?
Yeah, what's going on?
No, I looked up. I wasn't entirely sure, so I looked up in the studio, and Lummy was staring right at me.
I'm seeing what seat you're at.
Yeah.
We look at these times where Bubba is only broadcasting on AM radio and to very few people podcasting. And Baba Booey, Gary Delabate, you have anything to say about that?
You and I were really happy together when there were happy times. Unfortunately, it wasn't all the time.
Yeah, it wasn't all the time that it was happy times with Bubba.
Yeah,
But when it was happy, it was
Both of you
happy
guys, shut up. Learn to
for
get
2
along.
years.
Listen to me. You two need to figure
Nonsense.
out whether we have the ability to go live on Twitch or not. Because I'm going to look
That
stupid.
Gary Baba Booey tape went on for 9 minutes. His "Please Take Me Back" ex-girlfriend videotape from the early 90s goes on for 9 minutes.
I say we're going to be live on Twitch at 10:30. I'm going to be right on time and everything, so I can repay messing up yet.
And of course, the best line.
My life is like at a 9, and my personal life is at like a 2.
Well, that's not true for Bubba. I think he's rolling double twos on professional and personal.
Yesterday. And so, but in order for me to keep hard selling, we're going to be live on Twitch today in lieu of yesterday. You two buffoons have to make sure that indeed you've tested it or something, and then it does. We indeed would be live on Twitch. The worst thing in the world, making us look like the jobbers that we are, is if I all show live on Twitch, live on Twitch.
Yep, we're on the same level now. Both Bubba and I are jobbers in live streaming, and
Live
he
on Twitch.
seems to not know how to get to Twitch. He must not be using StreamYard, because StreamYard, you can, as long as you have an account, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, not Rumble yet. I'll get a Rumble account when they start doing it on Rumble too, because I'm going through StreamYard. That would be a whole
30
step
comes around,
process.
and we look like a bunch of monkeys
I would
throwing a football.
include Rumble in this.
I don't know. I didn't know we couldn't go on. I didn't know we weren't supposed to sign on. I didn't know we had to change the passcode. So if you guys start working on all that nonsense now, and you've double, triple, and fourple tested it, then I'll be able to say we're gonna be live on Twitch. And let me guess what? We'll be live on Twitch, bitch, because you guys, pre-gamed it. So, but let me either come.
Once again, I should have muted that with
don't have
that
the ability
big
to be live on Twitch,
sigh.
but at least we know that by say 9:15, we would know that. And I got an hour to tell everybody, hey, we're not going to be live on Twitch because we couldn't get the hamsters going or whatever. Instead, we're going to be live on Facebook, YouTube, and all the other places that we do our after show. But we're going to do one. We promise.
I've chosen not to go live on Facebook. I'll post on Facebook and say, come over to YouTube. Oh, I didn't do that today. Maybe I would have one more viewer if I did that. Oh, I didn't do it on Twitter either. I'm supposed to do that every morning to entice people into watching this. But something tells me my numbers wouldn't be too much higher if the word had gotten out that, hey, I'm doing Bubba.
10:30. It'll be over there instead of, trying to help Twitch out. So, Lummy.
Yes.
If you two Tesla brilliant mother and Nikolai mother effers could please try to figure that out for me and get that data back to me so that I could start promoting where today's after show is going to be. And today's after show, although you guys got screwed out of one yesterday, is going to be the same topic matter. And that is, Lummy, I'm going to start talking about
after show,
potential Hall of Fame.
There's an after show to this 4-hour abomination. Holy shit. Just because Howard did it in 2006 and it was a good idea doesn't mean you should. The Opie and Anthony after show was a good idea. The Talking Dead was a good idea. And then what's his face? Hardwick was talking about everything after the fact because AMC was like, this is cheap as fuck to make. Let's just talk about all of them. I actually participated as an audience member of an MTV talking about the challenge. Yeah, I don't know if they ever made the Let's Talk About the Challenge reality show But I was in the audience for the test pilot. They had 30 of us. They were not spending a lot of money because like when you get an audience together, like 50, 75, sure, but you really want between 100 and 300 people in the audience. I think Price is Right is 150 people in the audience, and they were doing the bare minimum for this challenge after show. And God, do I hate reality television. I earned my minimum wage that day.
And
HOF.
and got these. Now, that in itself, I want everybody to know that when we talk about potential Hall of Fame, being in the Bubba Army Hall of Fame is a ceremony that we do at Barb, and it's like the highest honor. Like, how would you? I mean, there's not even most radio shows can't even have something this stupid.
I was gonna put it that way, but
I'm just saying, like, there's any
I would bet there have been dozens of morning radio zoos that have had a Hall of Fame. This sounds pretty run of the mill to me, Mr. Doing something breaking
video
and new.
guy that would hate to say that Bubba has a financial template that incentivizes those that participate to the point where if you really, really, really contribute to the program and become really, really, really into the program and you promote the program and you really like you're the inner circle, if you will, of the program, the best of the best, and you are able to make that a Hall of Fame type deal. And people strive to get into the Hall of Fame, and it's the highest of honors. And people even care enough about your show to want to be in your Hall of Fame. First of all, you have to have a show, Lummy, that's worthy enough of people wanting to be in a stupid Hall of Fame for that show.
I haven't been listening to Bubba this entire time.
Said, hey, we're going to have the top supporters of Yellowstone gets to be in the Yellowstone Hall of Fame, and on set at one time or another, it'll show you your likeness.
Oh yeah,
hell yeah. I mean, right? I would love to be in the Green Bay Packer fan.
You do this for 4 hours at a stretch, huh, Bubba?
So there's not a lot of shows.
Wow,
I don't even know. Think about that is an interesting question. Now doesn't Colbert has like the mug club?
I just noticed
doesn't Crowder have the mug club?
I think
I thought that was an advertisement behind him. That was his Bubba Army bumper, and now it's full black. Did someone forget to put the video on loop? Is it just going to be a black screen now?
A lot like just charging extra money, or is that like an elite group that you have to really have proven yourself and been loyal and financially contributed and just been, I don't know that anybody
in like extra episodes and stuff.
Right, that's it though.
Yeah,
why not go ahead and indulge McFoy to spammings?
Right, which even makes us even more of a rare niche.
Here we go.
It really is.
Well, we were trying to explain to the Rumble guy again yesterday about the bar party.
Where it does a Hall of Fame ceremony, gives Super Bowl like rings to the largest contributors, and has a 3-day party that ranges from a quadriplegic getting laid,
gave it my best shot though,
to an on-air party to award ceremony.
And he snuck back in once more to give us
for the most part, everybody that attended the party at least contributed to the show $2,400.
Yes.
Unless your family or VIP or something.
Pick the proper show to spam me like that.
Are the fabric.
You need something.
The binding element that keeps this show together are those.
Or is that a Wallows shirt? The band, the Wallows. Why would Bubba have a Wallows shirt?
People, and you can't even explain that to people that are in our business because they don't think that there's no way that happens. There's no way that financially that works out.
I do love that we have a Bubba Army tic-tac-toe going. We need one more in the diagonal order for the Bubba Army merch, which it's got to be free for you guys, right? Like you got you did some stupid stunt that ruined your shirt, and you grabbed a Bubba Army shirt, and now you have 7 Bubba Army shirts from Bubba ruining your shirts, or just like, no one's buying this.
I'll tell you right now.
Go ahead and take an extra.
So anyway, Lummy, what was I talking? Oh, so today
you were talking about your co-host hiding cocaine in her microphone.
Hall of Fame,
no, it would be more like opium. The way she's carrying on,
and that's the upper. I mean, like Lummy, if you're a Hall of Famer in Bubba Army, like even I have to be super cool to you.
Of course.
I mean, I don't as much as I almost have to worship you. I have to just like I'm so.
I remember this. This was part of the video that I edited. So let's jump ahead.
He was all about
I kind of sort of heard this
stuff, and it was really a deep rabbit
7
hole,
minutes
and we're
there.
gonna go through that next.
Sweet.
Oh no, that's what I'm saying.
Quite simply, you're listening to pure filth. And he's damn proud of it. The Bubba the Love Sponge show returns after these words.
Taking a break. Keeping live mic going for our audience over there on the podcast network. So, yeah, I guess he's got a 4-hour slot on AM radio. and he's simulcasting. Here we've got what goes on in the commercial break. I guess we've got 6 minutes of this going at double time. The hot mic is open, but both Lummy and Bubba have gone to jerk off on a biscuit.
Like, just, stop always busting his balls about it.
There's stuff going on.
Like, like he said, he's told me he doesn't like it.
He doesn't like eating ass?
No, he doesn't like you always saying it. He's asked me, like, can you tell her to stop saying that?
Sorry, good morning, Dr. Matt. Anthony Weiner. But I have to pee.
Weiner.
Get the fuck out of here.
Anthony Weiner. Haven't heard from that guy in years. He's not still an elected official, is he? He can't be. Thank you for including this. Fascinating stuff.
Hey, Bubba, did you get one more?
Is that the 1 minute warning?
Thank you.
If I do another Bubba episode, I'm just going to be talking over him again. Find an episode where he's missing one of his co-hosts and just do my own thing, because that is more fascinating than this AM radio show that is also being perpetrated as a podcast. And now you're probably going to have a music bumper that I'll have to skip. So let's jump ahead of that music bumper that I would have to mute out.
85% of your sentence right off the top. And then you get a good day for a good day. So for every 6 months, you get a year. So at 6 month increments, you're knocking years off of your, because they give you a 1-for-1 good day.
Okay, we've got some Steiner math going on here.
Some other a first-time offender, they give you like an extra 25 or 30% off. Your
perks.
Yeah. So he did his time.
Perks.
Mm-hmm.
He was sentenced
that
to
was
41
part of
months.
our compilation at the beginning too.
He did every one of them.
That compilation was more entertaining to me than this show.
Tucker played that video, and then the judge said, "Let him out."
Yep.
That's
all
what
right,
we
let's
all
jump
for the most
one more
part.
time. Oh, Bubba. You stink without Brent Hatley and Manson. Manson was really the golden goose.
Yes.
I don't know if he said much on. Oh yeah, he was Ned. Ned said a bunch of shit on air
Of the Capitol building.
and it was actually fucking Steve Langford and the Howard 100 News that blew their cover on Ned not being Ned, because they had a body for Ned, which was, I think, Manson's father-in-law. But he doesn't sound a thing like Nedley Mandingo III. That's a very unique sounding person, and he does that phony phone calls. And I think it was the Steve Langford report when the Bubba people came to New York that got me to realize, oh, Ned really isn't Ned. Ned is just our buddy there, the one making all the funny bits. Go figure that there's not an old decrepit man just saying all this stuff. It's a man doing bits.
Yeah, of protesters that were trying to invade.
I think I hear landscapers
trying to protest or whatever, because that was the day that Congress and the electoral college.
What was that?
The electoral. How do you say it?
Oh no,
Yeah.
now I'm gonna
The
say
electoral
college. Electoral.
The electoral.
Yeah, the electoral.
Well, let's just have Bubba say that drunk. Electoral college.
Oh no,
Yeah,
now I'm gonna
okay.
say dumb.
Well, how are you gonna say it, Donna?
Electoral.
The electoral.
Yeah, the electoral.
The electoral college and the
Oh boy,
vice president of
I didn't find this
States.
as excruciating as I did Ray DeVito's second go around, but this is
says,
close.
Yeah, we of Florida.
You,
You have some representatives there, and you
I
go,
wonder what
"Yes,
this
we
other
of
co-host is
Florida,
like if he
the
brings
Electoral College
the
of Florida
entertaining.
give all
Delegates.
Keep on loading that room up.
delegates.
Maybe eventually
all-
someone will bring the entertaining back to your
Delegates, and then
program.
there's the super delegates that can do
Oh,
whatever
how
they
much
want.
longer do I want
But
to do this?
it's
We're at
pretty
our
much on just a
approximately 1 hour
formality
time.
of how the race.
I'm not in a bad as I am not as in a bad of a mood as I was with a Sarah Silverman episode, but
went.
Yes, it's what pretty much makes us a republic and not a democracy.
I know.
Right.
This Bubba
But I mean,
iteration.
has there been any instances of where, let's say, you know, a president won,
yeah.
you know,
That's some
Florida,
landscaping going
or
on.
any state for that
We'll have
matter,
to
and then when they
listen in on
convened and
post
did
to
their
see how
electoral
excruciating that
college,
is
you know,
on the years.
you know, meeting like January 6th was, they didn't go. They went. They did not vote.
They did
like
not.
the way the voters wanted them to.
I don't have any room clips pulled. They did not.
Meaning, like, I don't know that there's ever been, like, you know, Indiana. Some
I think I've
president
got
won
no more
Indiana,
interest in what
but
you
when
got
they
to
went
say,
to go do
Bubba.
the official way.
Let's
Ducks.
jump.
Coming from.
Oh, they're doing a bit here.
Oh, there it is.
Look at her. She's
sorry.
That's what she looks like when she's not nodding out. She's
So
not
this is
doing
the
her
part
best
two
Artie Lang impression
of
from
the
2009
QAnon
of nodding out on
shaman
air. She's
Shimon.
even when
belief
she's
system.
engaged, she's
The first one
using
was
her
this
mic as a pillow.
machine that can just absolutely
The red light.
make you the, you know,
Infrared light, yeah.
superhuman.
Are you
never
done doing your
getting
bit
sick,
there?
never-
You were like
Forgotten
engaged.
about wires, outlets,
Tim?
and USB connectors. All devices are powered by electricity taken from the air.
Oh, yep. The landscapers are definitely doing stuff. I should have went ahead and gone to TikTok videos and maybe been out of here by now before the sound outside was happening. I'm done with you, Bubba. My goodness. Let's go to a phony phone call. Your show is desperately missing the phony phone calls of Manson. Those were fantastic stuff. And do I have the right view? Yeah, I've got the right view here.
Telling White Castle I'm in their dumpster as soon as I wake up.
White Castle.
Hey, good morning. This is kind of embarrassing, but last night I got into your dumpster and I just woke up. I need help. I'm still out here.
You got into our dumpster?
Yeah.
May I help you?
I mean, I would
In
like.
White Castle?
Yeah, I would like if you did come out and help me because I really have to go number 2. Are your bathrooms open?
Yes, our bathrooms are open.
Well, can you come give me a hand out of here?
I'll send somebody out.
Can you bring them? Can you have them bring me a coffee?
That
You
long
gotta pay for
pause.
it before we hand it to you.
I'll pay for it when I get in there.
That long pause. I'm not going to fucking do it. I can't. I'm not going to get this homeless woman out of the dumpster. Someone has to. We'll send somebody.
Okay.
Okay, cream and sugar.
I thought there's a little bit more to go there. She always gets.
Can you have them bring me a
at the end.
coffee?
Did I miss the I love you?
You gotta pay for it before we hand it to you.
I'll pay for it when I get in there.
Okay.
Okay, cream and sugar.
Oh, she didn't put in an I love you. She throws in an I love you with every one of her calls. That would have put that one over the top for me. And what else do we have? Maybe Bubba could use another lady sitting in for Kim. Here we have a lady telling jokes. We've got
Why did the shopping cart
Venus
get a new
guy.
job? Because I was tired of being pushed around. What kind of teacher never
This classical music isn't copyrighted, is it? Well, if so, this will be silent later, and you can read her jokes.
carts in public? A private tutor? What's Irish and stays out all night? Patio furniture.
Killing it compared to Kim.
How do you fix a broken tuba? With a tube of glue. Did you hear about the invisible woman who married the invisible man? The kids are nothing to look at.
Excellent. G-Rob says they can't hear the landscaping.
Did you
I
hear
can
about the
hear it
time
like a
we held doors
motherfucker.
open for people?
Thank you, G-Rob.
It was a nice gesture. How do you know if there's an elephant in the refrigerator?
That's getting really
You
close.
can't close the door. What's the difference between an oral thermometer
When things mess up
and
is
a
my
rectal
favorite.
thermometer?
That's my favorite joke of hers, is making the camera
The
fall.
taste.
And I talked over that joke that I heard back in childhood. The difference between an oral and rectal thermometer is the taste. And I didn't pull too many videos today, did I? We do have one sexy clown to go out on. We have seen Slutty Spice before. Oh, and we didn't give a plug to the phony phone caller. Soaking in oatmeal, was stuck in a dumpster and trying to get out at the McDonald's. And yeah, she missed her "I love you" sign off. I'm a big fan of that. Like, that weirds people the fuck out, as it would me. So, Slutty Spice, what's going on in the world of clown porn?
At first, I was like, feet, as a joke. But bro, I don't think it's a joke anymore.
Slutty Spice taking a joke of clown porn and making a living out of it. We did pull some more. No, we didn't pull more clowns. I did go out searching for more clowns. How about a musical outro? Once again, I don't believe this is a copyrighted piece. If it is, you will hear silence on this on the replay.
What would happen if an ambulance hit a pedestrian on their way to help an injured person? Would they stop and pick up the person that they hit? Or would they leave that person bleeding in the street while they call another ambulance for that person and then headed to the person they were originally going to?
So there, Bubba, we gave you some possible options to sit in for Kim instead of someone who is falling asleep on the mic more often than Artie Lang was nodding out in 2009. Nat sings songs. She has a bunch of silly stuff like that. Slutty Spice, definite favorite of mine. Soaking in oatmeal, and Athena Sky. What did Athena Sky do? We watched that one. Oh, yes. Athena Sky told us some jokes. Similar style to, who is it? Nat? There's another very dry stand-up female over there on TikTok. And wow, that Bubba was rough. I don't know. Maybe I didn't give him a chance, and I'm just very anti-Bubba. But that was I thought Donkey Lips came out so much better than expected yesterday. There wasn't a lot of comedy versus just information that I gave. But I didn't feel good about this episode, Bubba. Most episodes I feel good about after. I feel like this was Ray DeVito 2. I feel like this I was struggling. But that is all we have for today. I never updated my crawl there. We'll get in a quick shill segment to tell you to like, subscribe, comment, turn on the notification bell. Find me on social media places where I should be doing more, and maybe I'll be doing more soon. But tomorrow we will be coming back with Casey Armstrong, the sperm donor of this show. The first time I used the phrase co-host audition was in the chat of Casey Armstrong. Like, this is awful terrible. I believe Casey Armstrong has a new format. I saw some episodes. He is watching videos and reacting to them. He had a very clickbaity Stuttering John video. So we'll check in with Casey Armstrong tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern, TikTok around the clock, Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern. And then we start the whole thing over again next Sunday with some DMX on the road to Elite in AEW Fight Forever, in a game that's really fun. They should be marketing it to many more people and not just the fans of AEW, because that's a niche audience. Thank you for joining once again, G-Rob. early fan getting in here. I appreciate your views and your chats and your comments. McFoyd was spamming the shit out of the chat, and I played along with him. Thanks for coming in. Was that everyone? Yep, that's everyone. I don't blame anyone for not sticking around on this one. Bubba, ooh boy, Bubba. He's still trying. He's still trying. Thanks you. One of these days, I will get my sign off right the first time. Thank you for joining. Now go away and